Dear friends, dear colleagues, it is a great opportunity today to interview two prominent figures of the Anglo Society of Europe. They represent at best of the pink side of the Anglo Society of Europe. The Anglo Society of Europe started more than 50 years ago, and at that time only one woman was present, Ursina Dietrich, and nowadays about one-fourth of the people of the members of the Younger Society are female patients. So, Eva, Sabine, you have been recognized internationally as prominent figures in our profession. You are full professors. You are basically running important departments. You made lots of research. How difficult was it to get to this top level, Eva?
I don't know because it just went. But at the time when I was thinking what I want to do in my life, and I have chosen orthodontics, it was more like a dream to be orthodontist than a reality for me, because I came from the communist country, and also my son was born at the first year when I was studying dentistry. And also, I didn't know anybody. No one from my family was a dentist, and I didn't know anybody. And at that time, this was like the end of 80s, very beginning of 90s. We just changed the system to democracy from being communistic country. And at that time, the level of orthodontic treatment and level of orthodontic education was not that good in Poland. So I knew I have to go abroad to study and to learn uh, how to use brackets, how to do orthodontic diagnosis. And at that point, that was a dream for me.
And for you, Sabine?
Well, honestly, for me, it was a little bit similar, like with Eva. Um, at the beginning, I knew I wanted to do something very straightforward, so I wanted to go into research. And then I was lucky to meet my mentor, Hans Panchets, at the university where I did undergraduate training. And so, yeah, this actually fascinated me, and this brought me to orthodontics. So it was the focus on research actually that brought me into orthodontics, and not so much the thought of becoming an orthodontist first. But then I was really fascinated by the discipline and thought, yeah, this is mine. And here I
Well,
am.
well, in the Anglo Society of Europe, we have many, many successful professionists. And we know that most of the time, the age that is very critical is among 30 and 45. And for a woman, might be much more difficult because of family, pregnancy, and involvement with kids. So, what is your take about this challenge, Eva?
Um, I mean, for me, it was like I really wanted to do it. So maybe I somehow sacrificed my family life. However, I was always quite happy about my family life. But I think nowadays it is a change, because I think nowadays it's much more like equal within a relation to share responsibility. Even if you are having kids, it's easier, I think, for a female to make a professional career because the responsibilities are shared. But still, of course, you need to organize yourself and you need to be determined to go to this path, because it's not easy to combine bringing up children and also a busy professional career.
And Sabine, what was the attitude that you think was most important for you to get to the level that everybody's recognizing?
Well, I think it was to be determined, as Eva said, because this isn't just to continue working hard and harder and just be yourself. Trust that the things you're actually doing are worth something, and I think that was the most important thing,
And
actually. Yeah.
Sabine, who actually brought you to the Anglo Society of Europe? How did you get here?
Well, actually, my mentor Hans Panchets brought me to the Anglo Society of Europe, and he was so fascinated and always said it was the best thing ever happening to him, and I absolutely, definitely undersigned that unconditionally.
And Eva?
This was Jonathan Sandler, and I met Jonathan just when I was finishing dentistry. And then it was the same, like Jonathan told me, the most important thing in your life is to become the member of the Anglo Society of Europe. So, but also Jonathan was somehow my mentor to start orthodontic treatment, to start orthodontic education. So he told me that I should search for a place abroad to learn orthodontics. But from very early beginning, he was speaking about the Anglo Society.
And can you say that you found here what you were expecting?
I think I found more because, of course, I was expecting very high level of clinical, I would say, excellency, and also of the scientific, let's say, knowledge. But this, what I have found at the Younger Society, I found very nice interpersonal relations. It means very good support, very interesting people, and also on the social basis. This is something fantastic. I would say that my best friends, they are from the Anglo Society of Europe.
And what do you think, Sabine? Now we have many colleagues, women, fantastic colleagues. Do you think that nowadays, where we have many other options to get information, to get adequate, education, you think that there's still a room, an opportunity for colleagues, especially women within the society?
Absolutely, no doubt about that. Because all the communication, all the information you can get from the internet is always one or maybe two viewpoints, but there's no critical discussion. And I think this is one of the decisive points for me and one of the winners actually in the Anglo Society, the critical approach and the constructive discussion on all problems, whatever they might deal with.
And also, we have to take into account that the path, looking at the change of within the postgraduate program, most of the people are female at the moment. So in the future, probably the majority of the members of the Anglo Society will be women. Do you have any specific hope or suggestion to improve in that direction?
As a female, I always support females because I know that it's not easy for us to make a career, professional career. But also, I would like to state quite strongly that for me, in profession, there is no gender. So I think, and this is something what we have at the Younger Society. It's not that we are females and we are treated worse or better. We are equal. We are just colleagues. And I think for me, this is something what is very, very important.
So do you think, Sabine, that of course, in terms of result, the quality should be the same, but do you have the same opportunities? It's a fair game or not?
You mean within the society?
Within the society?
Within the
Absolutely.
society, no doubt. Absolutely fair
Yes.
game. I think that is, there's no doubt about that. As Eva said, we're all being treated equally. And this is in contrast to actually what you experience when you're back home at your universities, where there is
Yeah,
the
men's
game
world.
always
Men's world.
men's world, game in favor of
Yeah.
the men still.
Well, anyhow, I think we are extremely proud to have you both within the society because you are bringing quality, competence, dedication. You are an example for everybody, not just for the women within our group. And it is just the beginning of the interviews that we are doing to our female colleagues within the society. There are so many others that are worth it. And so thank you very much, both of you, for your time.
Can I add something? And I think it is both to the female and also to be them to achieve in life. Because what I think what is important, it is like always you will face failures. You will face that you didn't succeed as you wanted. And it's very easy to give up. And me, I hate to give up. And I think this is a plus to be a female. Even I think we are equal. As females, it's easier for us to stand up from the knees and go forward. And I think the most important it is not, as it is said, how many times you fall down, but how many times you stand up. And I think determination and, as you said, trust in yourself.
Mhm.
You need to trust in this, what
Absolutely.
you think, what you believe, where is your way. And if you trust it and you work hard, I'm sure you succeed what you want.
Do you agree, Sabine?
I absolutely fully agree.
And it's nice to let her have the last words. Thank you very much.